Being an eldest daughter has caused me trauma. I didn't realize that in my 20s. I started to realize it in my 30s, and I was like, wait a second, this is the reason why I feel this way. And here's how I'm gonna get myself out of it, because I don't like that feeling. I don't want to be resentful. I don't want to be triggered by certain things, and I want to be able to overcome, because it is important. I do believe it behooves us as adults to work through our traumas and no longer assign them to other people and to instances back in the day, because right now we are the adults. So we have to take advantage. We have to take control, get in the driver's seat and fix whatever those issues are. That person is gone. That instance has happened. Here we are now. What can I do now to move forward? So I had to work through it and talk through it to say, okay, this is what bothered me about these instances in my life, and here is what I'm going to do now. And like I said, therapy was absolutely huge for me. It was so helpful for me to hear my therapist after I told her everything to say, it sounds like you've been in survival mode all your life. And I was like, thank you. Because I did not realize that I was in survival mode. What does that mean? What does that look like? Well, it meant what I went through. It meant what it looked like, what I was going through. I had no clue. So when she said that, I was like, wait. When I think of fight, flight, and freeze, I was in fight mode for the longest time. That's crazy. And that made so much sense. And it's so good to now be on the 4th floor and to not be fighting anymore. And I'll get to the other 5 things, because some of it is just that. I'm just not fighting, but we'll get there. So healing has allowed me to live a softer life, right? Along with not fighting, but I'm getting ahead of myself, but allowed me to live a softer life. I'm just softer, and I enjoy being softer, more feminine, more sexy, more confident, and not having to be so defensive. It has been so refreshing for me. I didn't realize in my 20s being in fight mode was so detrimental to me on the inside. My nervous system was on overdrive all the time. It was not healthy. It was not healthy. So I'm so grateful that in my 30s, I was like, something has to give. I'm only a few days into 40, so I'm still gonna reference 30s, but you get the idea, okay? Bottom line, healing sooner, starting my healing in my 20s would have helped me be happier sooner. Let that digest. Heal sooner. When you realize it, hopefully if you haven't, you're realizing it now in this video, healing sooner would have helped me to be happier a lot sooner. But to God be the glory. To God be the glory, because I am here now, and I'm telling you, nothing and no one can take this from me. Look, I'm in control, okay? Number 2 is walk away, okay?